It is so much fun to ride, and in its simplicity, with no stuff on it like computer controlled suspension or, you know, gearing or whatever it is, I'm able to just enjoy the ride and not think about anything else. Hi, my name is Brandon, and this is my Phoenix 250 by Janus Motorcycles. As you can see, I went with the gray, with the secondary color in the black, with the tan color seat for 2. I like the nice contrast that provides for the motorcycle. Gives it a very nice sleek look, nice clean lines. I didn't do any polishing on the exhaust, kept it simple. Added some bar and mirrors to go ahead and give it a lower profile. And I've got just about another, about 2,700 miles on this bike. Enough about the bike, let's go for a ride. Good morning, Janus family. Today we're going to go for a morning ride here up the Columbia River Gorge, also known as Highway 14. We're going on the Washington side because, well, it's very scenic, very curvy, very hilly road in comparison to Highway 84, which is on the Oregon side, which is essentially just a straight shot out across the Columbia River. Both very scenic, but I find this one to be the road less traveled and a lot more fun, especially for the sights along the way. So here we go, and just enjoy the ride. We got to get through town first, and once we get out of town on the freeway, we'll be able to enjoy the scenery and the ride itself. So while we're making our way out of town, you're all thinking, taking the Janus on the freeway, well, the bike does just fine. And it's a 55-mile-an-hour road, so nice little 2 lanes that we can enjoy. And that's why as I chose the Janus, I love the bike. I discovered it here a few years back, going back and forth on whether or not I was going to pull the trigger, and well, ultimately decided to go ahead and do that. And then on top of that, the fantastic thing was that I gotta choose my own colors. Gotta choose my own setup here for it. So I went ahead and went with the Richard edition, black and gray, or gray and black, depending on how you want to call it. Chose the second, the 2-seat seat, plus with and I also got the Clubman handlebars. The cool thing about that is that when you look at the bike from the side, it looks very, very smooth, very clean lines, very nice looking well, style to the whole Janus there. And it gets looks and compliments everywhere I go, which I'm sure, as you know, as Janus owners, is basically what happens all the time. But what's interesting is that there's none of these bikes up here in my neck of the woods. Maybe a couple. I have yet to see another Janus rider. My son has seen one, but I have not. And so they're out there. We just have to keep riding until we find each other. In the meantime, if you're thinking about the Janus, enjoy the ride along the way. We're going to do a little bit of discovery on showing you what the bike is capable of doing on twisties, on hills, and just overall performance. I think it's kind of important to let you know, so that if you're deciding on a bike like this, you can make an informed decision, because that is what I had to go with. I went with testimonials, reviews, and videos that I saw online. I never sat on a bike from Janus. I never test rided a motorcycle. I never saw one in person. I just went sight unseen, and I trusted everything that I had heard about the bike. And at the end of the day, I couldn't be happier. So hats off to you, Janus family. You guys did a great job on all of your marketing and information materials. I love the fact you have step-by-step instructions on how to work on the bike. That is hands down one of the most coolest thing you can ever have. It got me through a few of my got me through the valve change or valve adjustments. Very cool. So everything else along those same lines, it's just nice to know that we can count on you guys to help us out when we're having some troubles. And trust me, they come through for you every time, guys. So if you're thinking about, hey, how do they handle the back end, they do a fantastic job. So do not be discouraged on the help they provide. They are awesome. Now, I'm just gonna focus on getting through traffic here until we get out on the main road, and then we'll just be good to go. And here we come up to the end of the freeway. Everyone wants to know, hey, how fast can this bike go, and can it handle freeway speeds? Well, the horsepower to torque and the gearing of this bike make it a great combination. And yes, you can get up to 60, 65, even to 70, and hang out on these 2-lane roads. Beautiful way to start a morning ride. Yeah, may not be the fastest guy on the road here, but you know what? We can keep up. And off to your right over here is the Columbia River. Get a better view as we get closer to the next town. River, mountain head in the background. Guarantee you that will never get old in a million years. And we can also pass. One more reason to know that you got a good bike. Motocross Park is also up on this road too, actually just north of this road. And it's a famous motocross park, but they do all the dirt bike riding up there and hold other events. They even do that Spartan race up there too. Sometimes it's televised on national television. It's really cool. And this Camus-Washougal area, nice place to go. Lots of restaurants to eat down here, along with walking and hiking and just riverside activities. It's not a whole lot to do, but just enough to keep you entertained over the summer and winter months. It's probably going to be the last view we're going to get of Mount Hood on this road. But that's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. Oh yes, and the bike is very nimble. Get through things easily and confidently every single time. It's so light. That's what's great about the bike. Alright guys, here we go. National Columbia River Gorge. Soon we're going to get into some twisty roads, hills down and up, so you'll really get a chance to see kind of how much fun it is to ride the bike and enjoy this ride on the Highway 14, which is by the fact one of the most prettiest rides up here in the Northwest for motorcycle riding. Also, the gorge is known for having some of the best windsurfing and kite surfing anywhere in the world. So if you're into that, whitewater rafting, or just boating, this is a fantastic place to come up here. Oh, and fishing's fantastic too. Yeah, man. And here we come up to the famous Crown Point. Fantastic lookout spot over the entire gorge area. And if you want to take that in for a minute, that'll never get old either. Alright, let's continue on. We got more stuff to see. Cape Horn, not Crown Point. Crown Point's on the Oregon side. Sorry guys, I've lived here for 50 years and you get used to traveling to certain sections of this gorge. And sometimes you get things mixed up. Oh, and the best part about this trip on Highway 14 is we're going to go ahead and cross the Bridge of the Gods. Very fitting bridge to cross, given the bank and a little bit of the Janus name. So we shall see how it goes. Now the bridge is an all-metal bridge, so you can see literally the water down below through the grates. Some people get a little worried and scared about it. Others just find it to be a pretty cool bridge to cross. Now, up here a few miles, we're going to be approaching Beacon Rock. Literally, it's a trail up the side of this rock. It's a very cool look up at the very top, but I still think some of the best views are as you're climbing halfway up the side of the rock, looking west into the gorge. You can get some of the best sights and best views ever. The top's kind of covered with some trees and crowds of people, so great views if you can get them, but you always got to fight for a spot. Whereas the walk up on the trail, not so much. There it is. The sign anyway. Yeah, this is the turn off to the park. Wife and I will come up here with the dog, have a picnic, lunch, enjoy some of the trails, and nice weather if you can get it. We've had nothing but rain the last, well, heck, the last couple months, and haven't really been able to get ride the motorcycle until just last weekend and today. It's been crazy. But, today we got good weather, and that's all that matters. You can see that, but is it there? I gotta be careful coming around the corner up here, because cars will be pulling in and pulling out, trying to get to the rock. This area is usually packed full of cars during a nice middle of the day. And here we are. Alright, more twisties. Also, coming up on the right will be the Bonneville Dam. Now the cool thing about the Bonneville Dam is that, well, it's a big dam, and it supplies all the all the electricity needs there of Portland and the surrounding area. I mean, there's a lot more details on it that I don't know about, but you know what? Doesn't matter. It's there. It's great. It's big. Faster than a train, guys. You probably won't be able to see it up on the mountains over there, the hills over there. Is that on that side, the Oregon side, there was a fire that took place here years back. Literally torched this entire area for miles. And they've closed off a lot of access to trail riding and other outdoor activities. A lot of people have migrated over here to the Washington side to enjoy all the fun stuff on the Washington side. There we go. And actually you can go ahead and turn off here. You can park and visit the dam, take a tour of the dam. Now, I was fortunate one year when I was in school for an engineering class. I came up here and got to get to look at the calibration of the turbines with the one of the engineers that worked here. He was a friend of the family's. So we got up here. We calibrated the turbine, then he took me on, well, the employee tour at the dam, which was way cool. We got to go under the water as far as where the dam's at, and just go all kinds of places that you couldn't go on the normal tour. One of the coolest experiences of my young life when you're going to school and trying to learn to become an engineer. But all in all, it was a good time. Fantastic. Side note, I never did become an engineer, but don't worry about that. The important thing is, we ride motorcycles. We're having fun. Man, all that fire up there, or burned out trees. It's coming back. The Bridge of the Gods. It's also a toll bridge, or an offering to the gods, if you will. Pretty cool, huh? You can see it down there. The water below us. Stop and pay the toll. Here we are. And the mural at the Bridge of the Gods, and right under the bridge itself. Hope you guys enjoyed this ride as much as I did. And remember, if you're up in this neck of the woods, check this one out.